Hello and welcome to the Direct Selling Success Podcast. I'm Anna Green and I'm here to share with you tips, tricks and training on network marketing done right. Thank you for listening.
Hello and welcome to this edition of In Conversation With, where I share a chat with a member of my community, another business owner, and we talk life, struggles, successes in the network marketing industry, well, and beyond today. So today I would like to introduce you to Mrs. Mindset. This is Gemma Holden, somebody that I collaborate with an awful lot. This week we're going to have a chat all about mindset and belief. So hello, Gemma. Hello.
Hi. Oh, thank you for having me.
No problem whatsoever. Would you like to introduce yourself to everybody that's watching and listening?
Yes. So I am Mrs. Mindset, also known as Gemma Holden, and I'm a life and mindset coach for female business owners, and I help them really smash through their unconscious blocks and beliefs so they can create their own success. I've been doing this now. I launched my business in lockdown, so it was 2020, but I actually qualified as a coach from university in 2016. So it was quite a big gap, but the reason for that was because of my mindset. It was because I had no confidence, I had no self-belief, and this was just a dream. I used to look at people on on lives and Facebook and think they're living the dream. I'd love to do that, but I just didn't have the confidence. So I went on a full journey in 2018 of working on myself, and then from that I am here today.
You worked on your mindset.
I did the work.
So in your business, you work with mainly other business owners, don't you?
Yes. To
help them, I don't know, how do you explain it in like layman's terms? Help them get over themselves?
Yeah, so it's basically I help them get out of their own way. Because what a lot of people don't know is that actually the mindset, your mindset, is it's a very overused word. But what it means,
it's a buzzword at the moment, isn't it?
Yes, it's a big buzzword. But it's kind of like it works. You work through your confidence, your self-belief. You work through all of these things that are keeping you stuck. Yeah. And what a lot of people don't know is that actually it's the most important. Because once you have, and you even say it all the time, Anna, it's literally, honestly, the amount of people that don't even know that it's an issue and don't know that they're stuck because of something that's going on inside internally is huge. And I guess that's my job, to educate people and, of course, provide them with the tools and strategies to overcome that. But So from working on your mindset, you can start to have more clarity. You can have more confidence, more self-belief. You start taking more actions. You kind of fight through the fears that you have. It's a game changer.
It totally is. Yeah. So I went into my business probably about a year before you. I started the year before lockdown. So the Direct Selling Success business was formed. It was supposed to be an in-person thing. That didn't work. So I started then, and my big aim was to train people, and I was going to train them. I was going to give them the knowledge and the skills so they could go out and build a big network marketing business. But I found from day one that it was mostly mindset. Mostly mindset. People know what they should be doing, and they're just stopping themselves from doing it at the level in which they can actually scale their businesses. And it was a fascinating learning curve for me, thinking, actually, you know what, I can go out and I can train and I can give them the tools, because I've been there and done what they want to do. But it's all been about that self-belief, that building of confidence, that whole giving them that self-awareness that they are holding themselves back from being great.
Definitely.
Yeah, totally game changing. Really strange. But it's something I think really realize.
Like you said, you've like, don't get me, the strategy is equally as important. If people don't know how to do the thing, they don't know how to do it. But it's like people think they don't know some things, and it isn't that. It's just that you're literally stuck. You're stuck, and a lot of people have a fear of doing something different or going out of the comfort zone. But equally, people will follow and listen to everybody else when, like you've just said, they've got everything inside.
Yeah. Now, I was one of these people that would never have said I was stuck.
Yeah, no,
I was never stuck. I was working on my business. I was doing all right. I was getting where I wanted to be, but I wasn't getting there as fast as I wanted.
Yes.
When I worked on my mindset, I worked on that it wasn't even confidence or self-belief. It was just something. And when I worked on it and found a way to understand what was holding me back, I absolutely flew. My thing was follow-up. I was afraid of what people would think if I messaged them. I was afraid of what people would think if I asked them to buy.
So
but I changed my
whole judgment.
Yeah, totally fear of judgment. Totally fear of judgment, and fear of being that person that was pestering and icky and spammy, or pestering, getting that no, because I didn't want people to say no to me. So when I got over the mindset behind that and changed the way I thought about it all, which is what I've been teaching in the Fire Up follow-up course that we've been doing this month, I tripled my business within 6 months. It's phenomenal. But I was doing all right. I was doing fine. I didn't realize that there was a thing there that was stopping me from exploding my business.
And it's funny because a lot of people will think as well that when you've worked on your mindset, and especially if you're very successful, they'll think, well, that's it, because I've got to where I want to be. But actually, there's a quote that I love and I say it all the time, and it is new level, new devil. Because when you get to that next level, or you're starting to set bigger goals and you're starting to really want to get to that next level, you're like, or these things are coming back up again, and they creep back up, and these little, as Anna calls them, beetles, they come back up and they're crawling everywhere, and it starts again. Like I'm in a boot camp, and it's full. There's so many women in there that are millionaires, and every time they come up with, they have mindset issues. Like it's an ongoing thing. It really, really is.
It is. It's a constant process working on that next thing that might be holding you back. Because I think sometimes we just don't realise there is something. We just don't realise, I'm fine. I'm doing great with my business. I'm earning X. That's what I want to earn. That's where I'm at. And actually, there's something there, even with those things that you're saying, that is the mindset block that is holding you at that level when you could actually be incredibly successful. It could be, if I get bigger, I won't have time. If I build my team too much, I won't have time to look after them. I can't have that responsibility. If I earn more money, I'll have to pay more tax. That's a big one in this industry, that it just stops you from going. I don't want to be that one that,
success, fear of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Or worry over something that shouldn't even be a worry, which is fascinating as well, because actually some of the things that we believe, like this team building thing, if my team gets too big, I'll be too busy, I won't be able to cope. This team building doesn't work like that. Doesn't matter how big your team is, you always have that structure in place that means that you're probably not doing a lot more work anyway. So,
and it's the thoughts, isn't it, that we have? And this is the biggest thing, because actually the thoughts about the past and what's happened can keep us stuck, because we're living in the past. The future isn't here yet, so we don't even need, it's good to think ahead and stuff, but it's not here. So unless, like you've just said, people struggle with managing that, and how are they going to cope? They have no experience of doing that yet. So until they do that thing, that's when they can think, right, okay, this isn't for me, I'm not managing. But we're not in the future yet.
No, exactly. And we always have these preconceived ideas, or we play out the future before it's even happened.
I know. And do you not think a lot of people do this as well? So, for example, obviously we're in direct selling. So, like you've just said, the fear of people saying no, the fear of rejection, them saying, feeling icky about it. People perceive how the conversation is going to go, and they haven't got a clue. They'll say, right, I'll say this, they'll say this, and then I'll come back with this. And it doesn't go that way because we can't read minds. We don't know what is in somebody else's bank account. We don't know the current, so again, it's us. We get in our own way.
Yeah.
And that's
we really do. One thing we've been talking about this past week is ghosting, people ignoring us when we message them.
Oh, yeah.
And we take it really personally. And we think it's one of these horrible people that we've said something wrong. They're upset with us, and it makes us stop messaging people. And whatever the thought process is behind you being ghosted, everybody's will be different. But actually, you are not the be all and end all of that person's life. They have other things going on. They might have read the message and forgotten about it. They might have read the message and be thinking about it. They might have read the message and thought they'd replied. They might have been busy at the time. So many different reasons for them not replying to you. And we automatically think it's something that we've done.
Yeah, we internalize it.
Yeah.
And it's big. Like I was saying, I did the training. I did the mindset and vision training last week, and it was absolutely amazing. I loved it. Apart from the tech, don't get me started on that. But anyway, we got there. And one of the things that I said, because I know that a lot of people that were coming on there have this fear, and I said, you know what? You've got to just change your perception and how you see it, because I said, like, there's so many of you on here. I will be following up with people because I know I've got something to help you.
Yes.
It's not about me.
No, absolutely not.
So why would, and I guess that's one way of looking at it. And if anyone's, there are people watching now, just to change your perception around that, because it's not about you, it's about them.
No, we say direct selling, don't we? We say network marketing. We say we are salespeople, we're in retail, whatever it might be. But actually, I flipped it round and that changed my mindset over it.
Yeah.
It's all about customer service. It's all about helping people, sharing that passion that you have for the business that you're in, and using that to solve people's problems, to get people results, to make a difference to other people, to have an impact. And that in itself, believing wholeheartedly those things will change your business forever.
100%.
And it's all in the mindset. It's the same business. I'm doing the same thing. I'm just thinking about it differently.
That is it. It is. And I always say, like, if one person takes anything, it's you have to. And I hate the word need, should, because I feel like it's telling you, but you have to. I'm breaking my rules. Like, you have to work on your mindset. It's that simple.
Yes. Yeah, you do. And it doesn't necessarily have to be a huge, big deal to work on your mindset either. You don't need thousands of pounds for a mindset coach. Sorry, Gemma. You don't.
You don't.
You just need to be consistently doing something small every day.
Yes.
But having that extra support there to do it obviously is a benefit. I mean, I have had a mindset coach in the past, and she was worth her weight in gold.
I have one.
Absolutely amazing. You have one. It's a mindset coach with a mindset coach. That shows how important it is. It's not a fad to work on your mindset. It's an actual thing that you should be doing all the time. And getting help with that.
Yeah.
So cool. Yeah,
it is.
Which is why we work together an awful lot, isn't it, Gemma?
Yeah, because we've done we've done a few things, haven't we? Actually,
we have. Yeah, we have done a few things now. We started off with our first collaboration in, was it April, with the Secrets to Success challenge that we did. Yeah,
that was amazing.
Yeah, and then we ran the program, the 8-week program in the summer for Secrets to Success.
I loved it.
Yeah, and the difference that people had when they were working on their mindset and on the strategy behind their business. You with the mindset, me with the tools and the skills and the practical stuff. Yeah, there was some real huge changes in people's businesses, wasn't there?
Definitely.
And in their personal life too.
Yeah. And this is the biggest thing as well, because it's not, so many people just do fully focus on the business and hitting them goals and kind of chasing the money that they kind of forget that actually, well, one, if you're constantly just chasing the money and you're not going for the impact and the why and all of that, then that isn't going to work, because you're just going to hit burnout. Yeah. But people forget about why they're doing it for them. Like, we're so focused on everybody else, but actually, why did you start your business? For you? And I'm pretty certain that everyone watching this didn't want to start the business so they could be burnt out, run to the ground and constantly having to be on the phone and ignoring the children or whatever it is. And so many people lose sight of that.
Yeah, absolutely. Yes, they do. And we've done a couple of other things, haven't we? You ran the vision workshop last week, this week for my members as well. And then we've got something else coming up, haven't we? Which is really exciting.
I can't, honestly, every time I speak about it, I'm just like, I nearly cry. Yeah. Just because it's so emotional, because again, it's the impact. We get to help women for 6 months, and it's the support that people need. Yeah.
So this is the next level mindset, mastermind mindset.
Hey, they will be getting the next level.
Yes. Yes, it is. I was so excited about it. It's not training.
No.
It is support and accountability, the mindset support and the strategy support to get you where you want to be this year. That is the plan. So you're not going to be given a pile of training to go away and do. It's not going to add to your workload. It's going to, what's the word I'm looking for? It's going to streamline you getting to your goals. It's going to help you get to your goals quicker, in a much more aligned way. That's the word I'm looking for. Yeah, definitely. So you'll have both of us on tap for 6 months.
I mean, what more? What more could you want?
I know. We're so excited. If there is anybody out there that wants information on that, do either get in touch with one of us two, comment below, go to my website, thesuccesslounge.podia.com, and come and get some information, because we start in, it must be about 3 or 4 weeks we start, isn't it? Start in February, don't we?
Yes, we do.
Super excited.
I do.
Yes.
I'll be in the office by then as well. That's exciting.
Oh, yes, it is exciting. So for those of you people out there, what sort of results can people expect from working with somebody like you?
Well, it depends on the person. It depends on what they need. So I'll just give an example. I'll give an example. Let me think. Right. So I have got a lady who works with me, and she started off in the Mindset and Strategy Academy, and I actually shared a review. I have to say review because I cannot say the other word.
Testimonial.
Honestly, every time I get it wrong, I'm like, so review in my group, and it basically. So she started working on her mindset. She started coming to the support calls that we have. And what she started to notice was that she was getting a lot more confidence in herself, which then impacted in her business. So when she started to get more confidence and self-belief, she started to set higher sales targets. So she was the review actually said, I am on target for my bigger sales target that I hit. But not only that, I am having that balance in life, because remember, like I said, it's not just about that. It's about enjoying life in all areas. So she was having more time with her son, which she was really appreciating. She was doing more things for herself, and it just impacted all around. So she actually then saw the results that she was having from there. So then she's gone up to my one-to-one, and she's actually joined the Next Level Mastermind. So
yes, I know who you're talking about now.
Yes, so she's going up. And again, for some people, they don't understand. So until you start working on yourself and seeing, okay, well, this result's coming from this. Okay, I'm going to go to that next level. I'm going to go to that next level. I've got another lady who has been wanting to do something for 3 years now, wanting to put it into practice, and she just kept putting it off. She was a lot of fear. So we started working together. Well, that thing is launching this month. So it's exciting. And I'm not, of course I can guide people and, talk about what I've done, but it's not about that. I'm helping them work on them. I'm helping them work through them fears, them beliefs, them blocks that they don't even know are there until we start having these conversations. And it's not just that, because I do this in trainings as well, which, I'm going to put some things obviously in the Next Level Mastermind for people to do that themselves, because I'm not the person that wants someone to rely on me. I want to help them be their own coach so that then they can go away and they're ready.
And I think that's super. super important. Totally, because that's the same way I work. I give people the tools to be able to go away and hit their own goals so that they don't need me anymore.
Yeah.
And I know that's kind of counterproductive for a coach, isn't it? But actually, that's when you know you're getting the right results.
Yeah. And that's the thing. And I think it's really important because, again, it comes to not just chasing the money. I could easily be like, oh, you need me for the rest of your life. Keep paying me. No, I'm not about that. It doesn't align with me as a person at all. Yeah. And I know that there are a lot of people that are like that. But that's what we want. It's like when we have children, we want to build them up so that we can let them go and live their life. And honestly, absolutely. I'm just so passionate about it. It literally lights me up.
Oh, brilliant. I love it. Absolutely love it. And you are just, me and you, we are very similar, but not.
Yeah. But very different.
We are very different. We work very, very well together because I love the strategy and the training and the practical side of it. Whereas I can't help somebody who has deep-rooted mindset issues. I mean, I can kind of like help a little bit with the top layer, but when it comes to those blocks that are from way back when or traumas or anything like that, I can't help. So that's where you come in, and you have clients that, like the lady that you were just talking about, who needs that help with that mindset. But she also needed help with the business side of things. So we both worked with her, and it perfectly, doesn't it? It really does help.
It does. It's just, it's phenomenal.
Last thing before we do disappear, because I know you're on another call in about a minute's time.
Yeah. I said around this time, didn't I?
So what is your top tip for anybody who is feeling like they want to get to that next level, but just don't know how to do it? They don't know how to get there.
So I'm going to give two. The first tip is to get literally crystal clear on what that is first. Get crystal clear on what it is, whether that's aligns with you, whether it's what you want, okay? Because a lot of people feel stuck, but actually when it comes back to it, they don't know what they want. So that's the first thing. But then the second one is just be really aware of your thoughts, be really aware of the language that you're using, and take note of that. Maybe, you could spend 7 days just noting down how many negative things you say about yourself, about your business, about, why people can't buy from you, and just be aware of that, because the first step is always awareness.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then that'll give you something to be like, all right, I can see this is a problem. What is next?
Yeah. How can I sort that out? How can I work on those things that I'm telling myself? Because we don't listen to ourselves enough, I don't think. Definitely. We say things out of our mouths before we even think about it, and it's, I can't, I struggle. Those things.
And we have between 12,000 to 70,000 thoughts a day, literally. And a lot of them are the same thoughts, but if you don't take time to sit and think and look, it's not going to happen. No, absolutely. No. So thank you so much for having me on my little chat today. If you want to catch Gemma, Mrs. Mindset, where can they find you? I will put I'll put my group in the comments. What's it called? It's called the Mindset, Motivation, Confidence, Tips, Support and Advice for Women in Business. Yeah, and it's on Facebook, yes. Yeah. So I'll pop it in that comment. But I'd love to see some faces. Brilliant. Thank you for coming on. I shall see you soon. Bye. Bye.